Good morning, students. Hope all are doing good and are safe at home. Let's start our next chapter. But before that, don't forget to mention your name, class, section, roll number below in the comment section. Stay tuned till the end.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to start class 8 Social Science part 1 History. Chapter 1 How, When and Where. Welcome to History Junction. Let's start. How is manner of periodization? When is all about dates, and where is the source of information? But what is this junction all about? History or boring history? Trust me, I have created the most innovative method of learning it. Alright, history is series of records related to somebody or something of the past. Why is it so important? It enhances our learning of past, culture and society. It is also important because we can learn from past experiences. Have you ever wondered when did people started eating pizza? There can be no one particular date for it, but people developed a taste for it over a period of time. But dates are of significance when we want to know about births, deaths, wars and battles. But again a question arises, which dates are important? The importance of dates depends on the aspect from which and on whose account history is studied. Thus, importance of history depends upon two things: person and his perspective. This was all about when. Now we'll start with how. How is history categorized into blocks of time? And this is called as periodization. It is of two types. First, on the basis of James Mill, a Scottish philosopher, in his book A History of British India. And second, on the basis of historians. James Mill has divided Indian history as per religion of the rulers, into three: Hindu period, Muslim period and British period. He believed that Indians are at lower level and British rule could civilize them. But Indian historians were not happy with this classification. So they divided Indian history into ancient period, medieval period and modern period. This periodization too had many drawbacks, as it is believed it is borrowed from West and the conditions prevailing in West were completely different from that of India, as their modern period was about science, reasoning and industry. As modern period was about lack of freedom and equality. This is the complete timeline that you have studied in class 6th, that is from Paleolithic age to the Gupta kingdom, and in class 7th starting from tripartite struggle to Delhi Sultanate to great Mughals and later Mughals. In class 8th we will study about modern India. Britishers came to conquer India and establish their rule by dominance and control, and this is termed as colonization, and this period of their rule is called as colonial period. This change of colonization had positive as well as negative impact in India. Positive impact such as railways were introduced in India, and negative aspects were conditions of disparity, poverty and discrimination. Till now, we have read about when, how. Now let's begin with where. Where we are going to find records and documents? Yes, you're right. Sources of history. Sources are of two types, primary and secondary. Primary sources are the official records maintained by Britishers. That includes original documents, farmans and memos. Secondary ones are unofficial records that are maintained by common people. It includes books, travel journals and autobiographies. The best thing that Britishers have done is maintenance of records and construction of record rooms in almost every administrative office. The preservation of all such documents are done in archives such as National Archives of India, and many museums have been preserving objects, coins, weapons, etc. like National Museum in New Delhi. Besides maintenance and preservation of records, Britishers wanted to figure out how to exploit rich resources of India. So they started practice of surveying by inspecting various regions, economic conditions and vegetation. Then Britishers also made maps of railways, tracks, bridges, rivers, etc. Britishers maintained only official records, so where would we get the documents of common people? With invention of printing press, even ordinary people started writing stories, books, novels, autobiographies, which were called as literary sources. Besides primary and literary sources, there are some other sources like paintings, photographs, films that gives us perfect historical representation. Here's the timeline. In 1815, the first Surveyor General of India was appointed. In 1817, James Mill published a history of British India. In 1821, Dr. H.W. Boyce made the first proper geological map of Hyderabad region. 1830, Sir George Everest was appointed Surveyor General. 1849, height of Mount Everest was calculated. 1851, Geological Survey of India was established. 1857, the first war of Indian independence was fought. Now, the last topic, that is lesson Panorama. It is about the summary of the entire chapter. It tells us about importance of dates, colonization, survey, maps, national museums, national archives. So I hope you enjoyed the journey of History Junction and can answer all the questions about how, when and where. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay at home. Thank you.